Technical analysis for Chevron Corporation, NYSE Chevron Corporation, with ticker symbol Chevron traded on the New York Stock Exchange, has experienced a period of range-bound and indecisive trading between April and June 2025. During this period, the share price fluctuated between a low of approximately $133.70 and a high close to $143.70. Multiple attempts were made to break through this resistance, but each time the stock failed to hold gains, leading to a sequence of lower highs and lower lows, with the price closing at $137.84 as of June 2nd. Looking at volume, daily trading volumes remained mostly steady, varying between 7 million and 13 million shares. Major volume spikes occurred around resistance levels, such as during tests of $143.71, which suggests institutional traders became active at those inflection points. However, on-balance volume analysis does not confirm sustained accumulation or distribution, which is consistent with the absence of a clear, strong trend. Analyzing the moving averages, we observe that short-term averages, specifically the 5, 10, and 20-day simple and exponential moving averages, hovered just above or below the closing price most of the time. This reflects the market's indecision. When looking at the medium and long-term averages, such as the 50-day and the 200-day, both are relatively flat, which confirms that the stock has been consolidating. There have not been any significant bullish or bearish crossovers during this period, which usually are signals of trend changes. Turning to momentum indicators, the moving average convergence divergence, or MACD, line has generally stayed close to its signal line, with the MACD histogram close to zero throughout the range, signaling a lack of momentum in either direction. The Relative Strength Index, known as RSI, mostly ranged between 45 and 66, with brief moves towards 70 after rallies and near 40 after declines. This means there was no strong overbought or oversold condition in the market. The Stochastic Oscillator and the Commodity Channel Index, CCI, also oscillated from neutral to slightly oversold, matching the choppy, sideways trading action. Volatility remained moderate, as reflected by the average true range and the NATR indicators. The ADX, the Average Directional Index, typically remained below 25, showing the trend strength is weak and the market is stuck in a sideways phase. The Parabolic SAR, or PSAR, alternated rapidly above and below the price, supporting this analysis of a lack of trend. Bollinger Bands showed that price moved mostly around the middle band and rarely pushed the upper or lower bands, further confirming the absence of trending behavior. For support and resistance, the nearest region of support is in the range of $135 to $136, which marks recent swing lows. Secondary support can be observed around $133.70, which was the lowest close in April. Resistance is present at $140 to $140.50, which capped several rallies, and the primary resistance remains at $143.70, a level tested several times in May without a breakout. Examining volume indicators and oscillators such as the Chaikin Oscillator, Williams %R, and Arun indicators all paint a picture of limited trend conviction, with repeated oscillations and no dominance by either buyers or sellers. In summary, from a technical perspective, Chevron shares are currently consolidating in a well-defined range between $133 and $144. Neither bulls nor bears have established control. The stock exhibits low momentum, moderate volatility, and no clear accumulation or distribution pattern. Should Chevron's share price successfully close above the $143.70 resistance with a noticeable increase in volume, this would likely signal the start of a new uptrend, and a move toward higher targets like $146 could be expected. Conversely, if prices close below the $133.70 support level, a further decline toward the $130 zone may develop rapidly. Until such a breakout or breakdown is confirmed, range-bound trading is likely to continue, with traders possibly buying near support and selling near resistance, while longer-term investors may remain on the sidelines waiting for a clear trend to develop. This analysis has been prepared using only technical indicators and historical price action data from the period specified and does not take into account any fundamental news or future events. For the most informed decision-making, Remember to also consider macroeconomic updates, sector news, and company-specific developments.